Before this video begins, I'd like to issue an apology for some of the audio errors within this video. I didn't realise until post-edit that some of the settings on my recording software were wrong and the game sounds were feeding back through my microphone, so some of the sounds will be quite loud at the beginning of the video. This should be remedied by the end of the video where I realised the mistake. Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to HermitPack here on the CreedCraft server. It is episode 7, I think, yes, episode 7, wow. And we are here at my spawn base here. Today, I've got a lot of things to show you. Sorry I haven't been able to put out an episode in a few days. We've had some problems here on the server, I'll tell you about later. But we're over here at the spawn base because over in the communal district just behind this base, I believe that the post office is now open, or partially open at least. So we're going to be upgrading this thing today to a mailbox, to an actual mailbox. I've got my kind of red and green wool indicators to show whether I have new mail or not, and I've got a spam filter active, which essentially means I come over here and empty it every so often. People like to put raw fish and pieces of wool and stuff in it. So we're going to head over to the post office and see what's going on over there. Apparently there should be some cardboard boxes here which are able to be picked up. I think these should have. Do I have to just pop one? Yep. Oh, I got a few. I got 2. So I'll put one of them back. And so this should contain everything I need. Cardboard box, yes. I'm pretty sure this should contain everything I need for setting up a mailbox. So we're going to head back over to my little village and you will see some differences here. We've been away for a couple of days and I have been able to do a bit of work over there. I've built the barn and I've built a brand new building, designed it myself, called, well, it's the Smeltery and Foundry. So I'm going from Spawn Town to Apache's Base and Darwaltz. And I'll do my best to kind of spin around this way. Give you a little bit of a sneak peek there. And I will show you the barn first, I think. This is the barn. You saw this in the redstone testing world. I've put the immersive engineering stuff in as well. I managed to get some steel from a dungeon crate, so I've been able to put that in. Inside, I haven't really done much in here yet. I've put a hole down into the cellar, which I'll be digging out, and then up on here we have a load of hay. Get around there. And out here we have the hay on the lifter here. Over here this is going to be a storehouse that I'm going to put in probably next episode maybe. We'll see how this episode goes. And then this is the Smeltery and Foundry. This is going to be where my immersive engineering and Tinker Smeltery stuff goes. So you can see over here this is my gigantic Tinker Smeltery, far bigger than it needs to be, but that doesn't matter. We've got a load of basins around here at the moment, and I want to do some automation with this. One thing I do want to do is be able to press a button on here and all of these switch out for tables, for casting tables. So I've dug a huge hole down below here where we can put a load of redstone in, probably using phantom placers and phantom breakers. I've had a discussion with a few of the guys on the server. A couple of other ideas were to use pistons, but I think that would look a bit ugly using pistons with these, and it would also mean that the item conduits that have to go to them will also be sticking out the side here, and I want it to look natural from the outside. And I want to just be able to press a button and all these change out for tables. And I would like one of these crates to appear. I've got a few things in here at the moment with all of the casts and stuff in it. But my test so far with these has been that if you break them with a phantom breaker and then place them again, they come up empty. So I'm not too sure at the moment how to move these or any other thing like it so that it can keep its content. So I'll have a play around with a few different options. In this house here, I'll just show you around it quickly. We have entranceway in, we have a nice floor here. We have a entrance down into the cellar here. It's got no ladder on it for now. But this is a huge cellar, takes up the whole of the bottom of the building, and it leads through into the actual sewers at the other end. So they've been expanding the sewers out. We head up the stairs and we get to a second floor and head up another set of stairs, and we come out into the eaves of the top floor. And so you have ground floor, first floor, second floor up there. And in here, this is kind of a workshop. And I'm going to have to work out where I want to put the stuff, because I've got a coke foundry or coke smeltery. I've got, a coke oven, I think it's called. I've got blast furnace, improved blast furnace, and there's a load of huge immersive engineering things that I need to actually work out where they're going to go. This may end up being the diesel generator room, but I'm not too sure yet. A couple of the other changes I've made around here. I have over by my big stack over here, I've put a nether portal in with a muffler in, and I've also got a version obelisk. I've said I've been wanting to put one of these in for a while, and this has got concussion creeper, skeleton, zombie, creeper, spider, and baby skeleton, with an octatic capacitor in it. If I show the range, you can see I've got a fair amount at the moment. I've got the stables, this new storehouse, the barn, and the fountain at the moment covered, and my house covered. The foundry and smeltery isn't covered though. One of the reasons why I haven't been able to play for a while is because over by the smeltery here, I got blown up by a creeper, and it blew up a huge chunk of the land here, far more than it really should have done for a creeper. It blew about 5 or 6 layers down, and I lost my atomic disassembler for some reason in the blast. It didn't touch any of the smeltery, it had a huge hole underneath it, and the game glitched out and I couldn't actually log back into the server at all. It actually took somebody, Avenue on the server here, to come over here, dismantle this entire smeltery, take it down from the roof downwards, and dig up a load of the land around here, about 5 or 6 deep, so that this atomic disassembler had actually glitched into one of the blocks and was causing my client to crash every time I logged in. So that was really annoying. So I'm finally now able to actually get back onto the server. I've done all this in the meantime, and it's kind of thrown me off my pace a bit. So let's see what we can do with this cardboard box. I'm not sure how we open it. Aha, shit. Aha, so we've just got letters and stamps in here, so we actually need to build the trade post ourselves. Ah, clever. I like that. I might use some of those cardboard boxes myself. Gives me ideas. Let's sleep first, and then we will find out what we need for this trading post. Okay, the mailbox here. Let's see what we need. We need some free chests. We need tin and a sturdy casing. What is this sturdy casing? That is just bronze. What? Do we have bronze? No, we don't. So let's have a look. Metallurgic infuser. Copper into a metallurgic infuser with some tin powder. Okay, let's head back to spawn and see what we can do. Okay, so over here at spawn, this is already set up to output bronze. So this is molten copper and molten tin. Equal quantities make molten bronze. So we've put some of each in here, and we are kind of auto outputting it into block form here. So I've managed to get a few bronze blocks here. While I'm over here, I'm going to empty my inventory a bit, make that a bit neater. Been doing some more terraforming on the land. Okay, so now back to the village. Right, so we want to take one of these down into ingots. Put that back in, and one of these wants to be a sturdy casing. And so now if we have a look for mailbox, we've got that. I'm pretty sure we've got 10 ingots, do we? No we don't. Okay, get some more tin. And we will just put this into the furnace, into the smeltery over here. And now we've got the tin, it's time to sleep again. And we can put this tin down into ingots like that. And now, finally, we can actually make the mailbox. There we go. Now I'm not sure whether I want one of these at spawn as well, or just leave one here. But for now, we're going to get... Do I have any green wool? Yes, I have a green wool. Don't have any lime green wool, but this will do for now. Do I have some red wool? Yes, I do. And a fence. And I'll want a chest as well. So we're actually going to set up our mailbox, I think, just here. Right next to the path, maybe? Yes, right next to the path. So we'll pull that up. We will have a red wall to say that there's nothing currently in the mailbox. Fence there. I will want this on top. And then I will want the chest. So that will tell me if I've got any actual mail and if there's any deliveries. People can actually put deliveries in there. In here, I'm going to put the green wool at the end there. So if anyone comes to deliver a package, they can put it into the chest, take the green wool out, and swap this wool around for this one. And that's about done. Okay, on to the next project. Okay, today I want to try and get into immersive engineering, the very beginnings of it. I know it's a very deep and involved mod, but I wanted to try and start with the coke oven. And I'm going to put it over here by the foundry stuff. But I know immersive engineering has a load of huge things to build. So I've got this bit in here, but I would like to have some of the more kind of indoorsy stuff in here. I know the coke oven is quite an outdoorsy thing. At least I think it is. I've got this area here that I could put it in. I know it's only a 3x3 cube, but I want to build it up a bit as well. So I could put it here, or I could put it up on the hill here. I think for now, I'm going to put it on the hill here. And we're going to see what it looks like there, and if it doesn't look right here, we can tear it down and put it in. I'm not too sure. I don't want everything crammed into one space here. We've got a load of room around, so I want to spread out at least a little bit. And I could put it over here as well, but no, I think just on top there will be absolutely fine for now. We'll have room underneath it to automate it if needs be as well. So let's see what coke is, what the coke bricks make. Ooh. Hitting this with an engineer's hammer turns it round. Right. So the coke bricks is what we need for this. So we need clay, brick, and sandstone. I think I've got all of that. Can we use? Let's have a look. Yeah. So I'm going to need 27 of it for the actual block, but I think I'm going to make up a load more as well to add decoration to it. I've got an idea for the decoration. I can build slabs and stuff as well. So, can you build stairs? No, it's just for slabs. So we're going to keep the 27. That's the ones we know we need. So we've got 21. That means we can make. Let's do this properly. How many will I need? Let's build 18 of those, and we can put all of those back in. So we're going to head up to the top here, and let's build our cube. So we want to start it, say here. And we hit it in the front with a hammer, and there you go. That is the Takeover. Now, I want to grab some more of those actual bricks. Just grab those ones as well, because I think I want, and I'll need a grass block as well. I'm going to build up the land a bit here. Just a bit of grass. So I want to build up this corner a little bit so we've got a little bit of land around it. And I want slabs at the front, blocks on this side and that side. I want slabs up here. And I want slabs on the top of it. And maybe one there. Let's have a look how that looks. That does look a lot better than how it normally looks. It's getting a little bit dark now, the sun's going down. I'll sleep when I can. But I think that already looks a huge amount better. We can put a little bit more grass in there. Build this up a little bit more. And maybe put some of these around here. And we'll sleep. I love this dramatic skies mod, it makes it look amazing. Makes the skies look so good. I've turned clouds off as well because they just appear as normal Minecraft clouds. So they look ridiculous against these. So yeah, I'm happy with that. That looks a lot better than just a regular cube. So let's find out how to use this thing. Okay, so it looks like the coke oven is used to burn blocks of coal into coal coke, or coal into coal coke as well. And it also creates creosote oil. So in my inventory here, I have got all of the blocks of coal in my system, and all of the oak wood planks in my system currently. I've made up a load of those. We're also going to need, if I go to quantum, we've got an empty quantum tank here for the creosote oil, and I'm going to want another quantum storage tank for the output, for the blocks of coal coke. So let's see how we can plug all this in. I'm going to do it a bit dirty at the beginning, and then we'll see how we can clean it all up afterwards. So I'm also going to need some item conduit and some fluid conduit. So let's grab all of that. So item conduit and fluid. Running low on fluid conduit. That should be fine then. So on here, let's see, where do we want? We want input on the left hand side. So that will be the blocks of coal, and that can go, actually no, I need it a little bit further out so I can put the cables in. So we'll put it on there and we'll put the cable into the side there. So item conduit onto there, doesn't actually go in. Does it go onto here? Aha. Yes, so we can do it on the back, right. So we'll pump into it from back, which is this one. Blocks of coal in here. So we want that on always active and this on insert, and this is now getting coal. Excellent. And so now we want somewhere for the excess to go. So can I put one on here? No. Looks like I'm going to have to put it all through this one. So if we put the empty one on there, we're going to have to wait for one to come out of this, I think. If we say extract always active, is that now? And this one wants to be insert. Yeah, it's now getting the coal. Damn, I was hoping that wouldn't happen. Okay, so we need a piece of coal coke first, so we can actually get this working. Oh, this is slow. I'm gonna have to use these torcherinos. I've used these to fill up the these quantum storages over there. So just to get it working, and then it can do its slow process as much as it likes. Yeah, it's going much quicker. So we just wait for that to come up, and in the meantime we'll put down this quantum tank as well, and we will need the fluid cable. So we'll bring that from there into there, and this we want to be extract always active. Oh no, we want this to be extract always active, and this to be insert. And so this should fill up with creosote once this finishes. Nearly done now. Almost there. Okay, and that's come out, and this is waiting for somewhere. So let's grab that manually, put it into there, and now this should be okay to insert. And yeah, so that should be okay. Let's give it a quick sleep. So all of the creosote oil's gone, and let's see when this comes in, this should disappear as well. So we've got, wow, 5 buckets per block. That's incredible. No wonder it's a slow process. Okay, we're also going to want a crafter, so while that's going through, we'll make up a crafter. Not one of these crafters though, one of these ones will be fine. Ah, Z electric controller. Do we have any other form? This crafter. Yeah, this will be much easier. And I think I only need a tier 1. And I think we're going to need a bucket as well. But we'll see. So we come back over to here, we can have the crafter on, whoops, that's not a crafter. The crafter on here. And let's see if you can actually put fluid in this. No. Okay, I'll find out how to do this and I will come back to you very shortly. Well, it is now the next day and I've worked out how to do all of this now, and I've left it running overnight to try and build up a supply of this creosote, but it fills up very, very, very slowly. You can see I've only got 9 buckets in here at the moment, and this has been running all night. I have only 55 blocks of coal coke, and this has hardly used any, so I haven't even done a single stack of these these blocks of coal overnight. So it's a very slow process. I've put these torch back on it now, but even with that you can see at the top there the percentage, 80%, and it's still not moving, 81% now. And so that's how slow this process is. So you can't really build up a huge amount of creosote unless you leave it running for a long time and then finally craft it up into the treated wood here. You can see this has actually gone through a lot of the supplies of this. I shut this off to give me space in here as well, and it's done 2,000 of these planks, so it's done a fair amount of this, but it's this is much faster process than it is with the creosote. If I turn this back on now, so put that on always active, you can see it's running through, and this will be dumping out into here. But let's see how this is already empty. You see, that's already gone through, and this will now just start filling back up again. So I need to shut this off again, and so that's how quickly I've gone through the entire night supply of creosote oil. So I'm going to have to leave this running for weeks potentially to be able to build up enough creosote oil to do all of this at least, and to actually have a surplus supply as well. Anyway, how I did this setup here, link between the two, I actually used item conduit with in and out on either side. On this side it has an export filter, an extract filter with an empty bucket on it, and on this side it has an extract filter with a full bucket of creosote oil in it. And so this just passes that bucket back and forth as often as it needs to, and that seems to fix it. And then this just outputs the treated wood into here. So there's nothing really to it. This needs power. There's other options I could use here but don't use power, so I've just put a dimensional transceiver on here for now. Anyway, by editing this video, I've just seen the time on this video is running a little bit long now, so this is all I've got time for today. This took a little bit longer than I thought it would to set up and to get operational. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and hopefully you will join me next time. See you now. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.